Hey guys, my name is Stacey and I'm part of the Connectable Life team. I wanted to just give you a short snippet of my story and why Connectable Life is so important to me. When I was 6 years old, we moved from a really small town to a big city. Thank goodness we made that move because when I was 8, I was diagnosed with ADHD and dyslexia. If you don't know, dyslexia is a learning disability. So from the age of 8, I started my long list and history of different therapists. I was able to see a speech therapist, an occupational therapist. I went for educational psychology. I did play therapy and more therapies as well. And I was so blessed that I was able to have that help. And only by living in a big city was that available to me. Who knows what would have happened if I wasn't able to receive the help that I did. We now live very close to that little town that I had originally moved from. I've got 4 sons, which means, having boys in today's world, they often need things. So I do feel like we're constantly in the car. But in 2012, my brother passed away in a car accident, which resulted in me having to see a psychologist. But the psychologist that was available was an hour's drive, which meant I had to drive an hour, spend an hour talking to the psychologist or sometimes waiting in his waiting rooms, and then an hour's drive home. And I did this for 6 months every week. It was really hard. A few years ago, one of my sons needed to see a speech therapist, and the closest speech therapist was an hour and 15 minutes away, which meant that once a week we had to get in the car, drive an hour and 15 minutes to see the speech therapist, and all that time going home again, which was really tough. And I love therapy, so I'm never not going to do the therapy, but having to drive and mission and inconvenience yourself to do it is not always the easiest option. And then about a year ago, a friend of mine needed to finish her counseling degree. So she asked me if I would help her out and do some sessions with her, which obviously I would. I love therapy. It's helped me out so much. I spent 6 months seeing a psychologist. Definitely it was going to be a benefit. But I thought the benefit was for her more than it was going to be for me. So what started out as 6 therapy sessions for me to help a friend ended up a year later in me absolutely loving therapy. I have had a lot to deal with, as I'm sure all of us have. We pick up things along the way and we need to talk them out and break them apart and learn how to deal with each issue, which has been such a massive benefit. So all in all, the reason why Connectable Life is so incredibly close to my heart is because I know the benefit of seeing different therapists for different things. And I know the benefit of not having to hack and inconvenience yourself in doing that. I have taught online and I know how incredibly powerful that online space is. So I hope that you enjoy it as well. And I hope that you find as much meaning in it.